round 7 here at a new circuit. Probably going to be the most challenging circuit of the season at Vietnam. I'm joined as always by Roscoe.
Hello, welcome everybody. Great to be here, and you've missed it probably. I don't know. I think we might have missed it on the stream, but you missed a little bit of entertainment with the Williams. Jace has already been disqualified for blocking the pit lane exits. It's a bit hard to tell there what actually happened, but this looked like I don't know whether there's an issue or something, but he's into the wall, got himself some wing damage, and yeah, rest is history, I think there.
Yeah, so you haven't missed any hot laps, which is the most important part. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure what strategy that people are going to go for, whether they start on the mediums. There's a few strategies here from the race that I did. Looks like it's pretty split, mediums and softs at the moment. Try and find the person furthest on the fast lap. So it looks like that person is KD.
So, oh yeah, it would be Katie. I didn't even notice him there. Very fast-flowing S section here. He rounds it into the penultimate corner, locks up on the left front. Nice and easy through the throttle with a first-time lap. It's a 35.863 on the soft tyres. See what Curving Texas here does on the mediums. He goes second fastest. There's BK straight away to the top with a 35.7. Wingman, 33.7. That is a very, very quick lap from Wingman, and great to see him back in the Diamond team. We missed him in the last few races.
Yeah, he's busy with life as everyone is. That's a good. Oh, he's put it in the wall.
Oh, actually, yes.
Well,
No, that's the way to end qualifying session for Wingman there.
looks like BK's been stuck behind him.
That's what you need. Show that one. Well,
I wonder if someone down the pit lane scores that because this is probably going to be half the problem here with qualifying. Everyone diving out of the way in the zone.
yeah, it's interesting with the pit lane entry. Pit lane exit, I should say, as Finn's picked up a 5-place grid penalty with the rock. So there's going to be a few penalties already, but seeing how the pit lane sort of feeds out into, where is it, turns 2 and 3 there.
And it feeds onto the racing line, which is, it really is a horrible design.
You never saw in the real life racing world as of yet, because they haven't raced around here because of what's going on in the real world. But let's see, you got Kvyat Panzer, who's yellow tier driver, is actually in second place here. I think, if I'm right in saying, he's been pretty dominant so far in the yellow tier this season.
Yeah, I think he's stepped up. To full time now. It may just be a reserve, but
Oh, nice.
he's definitely proving his worth if he has. Snapchat's going to come across the line. This is not going to be a good time. 1:38.9, not where he wants to be. Next person will be SD.
Smeggy boy.
No, Smeg.
He's done a 44.2, probably not an ideal time, but he'll improve up to 35.872 into 7th spot.
And former championship leader Chich will only be good for 10th with 36.3, faster than medium runners. But
Yep.
nowhere near where he needs to be.
Not at the moment, although he's got a big opportunity tonight get some more points in the championship fight, because Timad, as you could probably tell, is not racing with us tonight. So this is a big opportunity to gain some points.
Yeah, Timad thing. But yeah, I mean, realistically, Chips just needs to finish, just keep his nose clean, which probably easily said and done around here.
Yep. See if anybody else is on a lap here. Hot Hot is just is about to start a flyer. Should we go for a lap, maybe around Vietnam?
Yeah.
Hot Hot.
Down into turn 1. That is, and then that really awkward. And he's validated. So there goes your whole lap.
Oh, never mind.
Wait and see if he holds it. And no, he rolls off.
Yeah.
So we've done him good there.
Just ignore the phone going in the background there. Hopefully, answering machine will pick up on that one. Who else we got? Crackerjack. Hopefully, it's not important for me this phone call.
Crosses the line, does a 36
Oh, seriously. Oh,
And BK's found the wall on the back straight, so there goes an end plate. Started off to the left hand side. Try to find someone who's going to start their out lap. Start their lap and go on board. Looks like KD might be the closest, so we'll go on board with the American. We probably should have won last week.
yeah. It's
Snags the left front into this awkward section where you drift the car out almost over the white line, but never really hit the apex. Always goes wrong. It's just one long straight feeding into another. It's 3/10 up. Apparently it's purple as well. Can hop those curves quite comfortably. This corner always feels slow. You always think some time. And then I think it's about 1.6 kilometre back straight. If it's wrong, I think it's on the side. Easily flat kick down to a handbrake zone. A lot of overtaking would probably be done here. No flags.
the other Haas by the look of it.
Wave to fit there. And now party piece of the lap. Commitment with third sector. Lifts a little. Big lift from the right hander. But it is nice and tidy. And then get the car top. Yeah, a little lift to kiss the wall. And good enough for P3. But absolutely nowhere near advanced time. But he'll be happy with that considering the small mistakes he was making. Go back, see if we can find this on.
Let's see here. What about Curving Texas? Currently 12th position.
Yeah, I think the Texan rates himself for the title now in the fight, and he does improve to 7th or 35.8.
Well, why wouldn't he? After winning the last couple of races, he's won, hasn't he? So he's really put himself into the championship fight.
Yeah, and he will also be able to gain a lot tonight if he can just finish ahead of Chich. He's going to certainly throw himself right into that conversation.
Yep, absolutely. See who else we got here. Maybe looking at False Equation in 9th. Maybe on for maybe a slight improvement. We'll wait and see. Oh no, that's going to ruin that lap now.
Very skating. Very interesting place to lose it as well.
Yep, it is. Let's see who else is. Looks like Smeg's on an out lap. No Finn's coming into the pit lane.
Looks like Chich is on that.
Right, here we go. Round the sort of roundabout section, you could call this. Now garbing up all the gears. These my words are all over the shop tonight. Now we're waiting for the DRS to open, which is now. into a very, very heavy braking zone here. It's slowed down. Nicely touches that apex. Now into turn 12. Now we get into this sort of fast-flowing S section through here. You got to go. Oh, he says he clips the wall. Right, left, and left again. And very much back into the right. So I don't know if it'll affect his lap time or not. It's a little bit wide. To the penultimate corner. He gets very close to the wall. That probably has ruined his lap. See what he improves on if he does.
Yeah. It's a good lap too.
So he's 12th there for the moment. Let's have a look at Banana. Again, very, very wide there at that penultimate corner. Let's see if he can improve in P11. I think he may have. I don't actually know.
Yeah, he's gone to P7.
Okay, the graphics are now updating for me, so...
It's, yeah, I mean, for Banana, obviously, who's a very avid assist user, who's just trying to get used to assists. You know, he's been struggling all season. That's a good showing. I'm sure he'll be very happy with that, especially around here, of all places.
Oh, Bothard just put himself up into 4th place at 34.864.
Yep. So all the big boys are right at the pointy end of the stick. Diamond really is honestly the league to watch at the moment out of the offerings.
Yep. Now under 4 minutes to go here. Still AU Wingman leading the way with a 33.751. No, do you reckon that time is going to be beatable?
I think that might be possible. That's
just takes
way away.
Just 31 lap required for Wingman, and then fortunately they crashed out during turns 2 and 3. So I'll have to see whether anybody, or Shiva, everyone will improve. Will anyone get close to the 33.751? They're bot on, you mean? And so Wingman's already out of qualifying, so.
Looks like BK's. Breno might be the only person on that. Haven't had him yet.
Of course, missed last week's race at USA because he did cop a 1 race ban for what occurred back at Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
So he's back with us this week.
And James will join us again next week.
Yep.
On the other end of that incident.
He copped the 2 race ban, so obviously missing USA and this round. Ooh, that's very wide on the apex, on the curbs there, I should say. For Breno. See what he's like here through the S section. He's barely 7/10 up on his lap time. Wings it through here. Right up close to the wall there. A little bit of a lock break. And through all the gears here. Box up through the penultimate corner. Doesn't run it out very wide like everybody else has so far we've seen. Looks all right. Up in the 7th spot there for Breno.
It's a good lap. It's actually probably the best run we've seen through the last 3 corners.
Kept pretty clean. I think everyone, who else is close on the lap here?
Panzer is on a lap. He's 4/10 up.
Got a bit of traffic to deal with in the form of, I've got to assume that's Tail as he gets out of the way. Yes, very nice. And the AlphaTauri man. Keeps it pretty clean through the penultimate corner. Is it? Oh, gets it right up close to the wall. Close enough at 34 flats nearly.
Yeah, he's gapped himself a good
Yep.
He won't be contested by the American KD. He's boxed. He's out. Bottom's on his out lap. Go down to Finn Kelly. Masters man. Former Masters driver, that is. Got back. Had to come back down to Diamond Red. He's racing much. I think he'll enjoy it a bit more, which is what you want to see anyway.
Yep. Brock puts in a 37.82, and he definitely had wing damage there. So Paul showing us Chich is, I think he's going to go for another flyer here. I think he's invalidated.
Yeah. Go back. We're going to go to Texas because he's the furthest of the fast boys.
Geez, Bolt Holder was very close to that timer. I tell you what, 4 seconds left on the clock.
I think he's going to suffer in the third sector from the wash of the Alpha. But it's good enough for T4 for Texas. Gelly goes P3, 33.2.
Yep.
False, he is not going to finish his lap without Crackerjack.
Like,
really well.
yeah. As he comes across the line into 7th spot.
Now, Peach
Here comes. Yep. Chich is just ringing through the corners here in the Mercedes. He's up on his lap time here. This is where it cost him last time. Looked like a much better run through. Final couple of corners. Across the line into 3rd spot. And he Bodhod in 7th spot. He's right on the line, literally, to get a lap, but only goes up in the 6th spot.
Yep, so that'll mean everyone's done.
We got Smeg coming across the line and jumps in the 9th spot.
He does, jumps into 10. Banana.
Oh, Banana.
So that, KD's out on an out lap. Too short wide. He'll start his lap. So I hope he doesn't try and finish it. Actually, you won't even have the time anyway, so
No.
just getting camera time now. While we go through this, might even get the standings up.
May as well.
Yep. So, as you can see here, updated this time, got the right ones.
Yes.
So, out in front, we have...
KD's just retired, so we should be all done for the qualifying. So it is Wingman that does take the pole position. Only needed the 1 lap in his return. Kvyat's Panzer, very nice job on his diamond debut in P2. Big Chich, obviously big championship leader in 3rd. Finn Kelly is 4th, but will cop a 5-place grid penalty, I think, for a collision. So drop back to 9th. KD in 5th, Bothod 6th, then got Curving Texas. Crackerjack in 8th, Smeg in 9th, Breno rounds out your 10, and you got Banana just outside of P11, then the Stuntow. BK 13th, Alcatraz in 14th, False Equation 15th, The Rock with another 5-place grid penalty. I think that was with contact with his teammate, and unfortunately for Jace, he's going to be starting from the back because he got disqualified for blocking the pit lane exit.
Yes, so while the drivers do their warm-up laps and pick their strategies, I'll grab the standings for you guys. So as you can see, Tim Ant leads by a very slim margin of 9 points, so he'll almost guaranteed not be leading as long as Chich finishes tonight, anywhere near where he's finished. Curbing still a fair way behind it with 131 points, but he is coming. Bodhod, considering how rough his race or season has been, he's still within 70 points there of the lead. Smeg, quite achiever with 109 points in 5th, as is Rock with 91 and Prezzo with 84. And then in the midfield it does get quite tight, as you can see, down to 14th with BK on 44 and Banana on 33. And constructors wise, Renault dominant with 295 points from Mercedes on 245. Red Bull clearly in 3rd, and then the battle for 4th is quite tight between Williams, Racing Point and Alpha. As you can see in the middle with the form, it was all it was all Chich at the start, but Tim Ant has come through very strong through the middle, and we can see curving 2 races in a row and fastest up with that purple box. So form wise, Chich is falling a little bit behind, and considering how strong his start's been, he'll be disappointed not to be leading.
Yes, very much so. As we're currently on the formation lap, and you can pretty much see it's pretty much a split. It's the top 10 qualified on the softs, so they'll be starting on the softs, and everybody else down. Actually, I don't know who's in the other Ferrari in 18th. It's showing blank for me. I don't know what it's showing for yourself, Tal, but everybody else is starting on the mediums, basically, outside the top 10.
Yeah, so I've got, everyone on the mediums outside the 10. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So everyone clearly thinks the medium tyre is the tyre to start on, and that the soft is just the quali tyre. I think, off memory, I think the soft almost guarantees you a 2-stop. I could be wrong, but I think it'll be difficult for them to get to the end. Maybe a soft hard will do it, but a medium hard would be a very comfortable 1-stop.
Very much so, and safety cars could definitely play a factor in this race as well.
Yes, and thanks for the comments about the mic. I've maxed it out, so I had turned it up compared to last week, but it appears no matter what I max it on, it's still too quiet compared to the game. But we'll try our best to get it a bit better.
Is it showing who the Ferrari is in P18? Because it's not showing for me for some unknown reason.
Yep, I've got Cutsy in P18.
Okay, thank you.
He did join after qualifying, so that could be maybe the reason.
Yes. So he's usually in the Red Bull, so he joined late, so he'll be in the Ferrari for this one, but I think his points will still count for Red Bull, as he'll be the last car to get up here. This will be interesting to see who could conquer Vietnam in the diamond tier. I think we're almost ready. I hope we are. Please don't glitch out game, please. Here we go. Looks like we're all set to go. As the lights are about to come on here. We got the 5 red lights on, and away we go. Looks like a pretty clean start off the line there for the top few guys. Wingman is covering straight away into turn 1. Looks like the McLaren up the inside has contact already. Being pushed out wide. It could turn out to be KD that could come into the lead, but no, not the case, as the graphic is already playing up. It doesn't take much long for Codemasters, but it's Kvyat's Panzer that's somehow taken the lead of this race. Wingman's dropped a couple of spots. He may gain one back here. I think everybody looks like it's got relatively through cleanly as Wingman goes up the inside and gets back ahead of Chich. Let's see what's going on here in the midfield. Looks pretty clean so far. I don't think I've seen much wing damage so far. What have you made of it, Tal?
No, it's been a lot of side-by-side, and it's honestly amazing that no one's made any contact.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
As the change for the lead already is KD has gone up the inside here into the hairpin, the slowest part of turn 11. It takes the race lead. The man who probably should have won last week, we have mentioned, is now put himself into the lead.
Yep.
Wingman is slowly but surely catching it back up to the top 2 very quickly.
Yeah, and considering no DRS, how easy that was as well, that should tell you what the rest of this is going to be like. But it looks like KD's struggling through this section. Panzer's all over the back of him.
Oh, he's trying to go right around the outside as well, which will turn to the inside. There's a little bit of contact there as well. Probably a good call there from Kvyat's Panzer to pull out of that one there.
Oof.
Oh, he gets a little bit sideways coming out of the final corner there, but it is KD that leads the first lap, and as usual, Codemasters always, the graphics always screw up.
Yeah.
Don't ignore the fact that it says DRS enabled, because that's not true. That's the next lap.
Yeah, and ignore the fact that it's lap 3. The graphics playing funny buggers. But keen to mention that Crackerjack, I was going to mention this in qualifying, he's fast. He's very, very fast, but he isn't doing much league racing at the moment. But he will be very competitive.
I think Wingman's got the move done on Kvyat's Panzer, so he's back up into second spot here. So I think we're back to normal again. Looks like it. Yes, we are. Wingman back up in the second spot. He's got a bit under a second as yellow flags in the background. That is Alcatraz.
Yep, that's a horrible place to get caught.
He's gone for a spin. Surprisingly, he's got no front wing damage, so must have got caught up with someone there. Back we go to the group. Actually, we'll go a bit further back as Stone Town, excuse me, gets up the inside of a banana. It gets very sideways off that corner there. But I think Banana may have a look there. No, that's just a bit of... Oh, God, I'm lagging on my screen. That's lovely stuff. Nothing unusual for me. Regional internet as BK's gone for a spin through the S section there. And I definitely think he's got wing damage.
Yeah, and he's done the right thing. Waited. But that is a Spinala. He's in the fence. And they're not both in the fence, unfortunately, for him.
Fortunately, not the case, but still KD leads the way. So only half a second now, excuse me, between he and Wingman. And he's got the DRS now, has Wingman. He's got to try and get past him on this straight or wait for the next one. There's no surprise BK's in the pit lane.
Yep, and he'll box to what I assume is a set of mediums.
No, Wingman didn't do anything silly, so I assume he's going to try get it done on this next straight. Kvyat's Panzer is not too far behind as well. These top three are just starting to pull away from the next group, which is the other McLaren of Crackerjack. See what happens here. KD's just trying everything to just break the slipstream here and trying to avoid getting past the hairpin as Wingman goes deep into the hairpin. KD's gone deep as well. Kvyat's Panzer's going to take full advantage of that into the race lead.
That's unbelievable. The two focused on each other.
Yep, as Chich and Finn battling away for 5th and 6th.
Oh,
this side by side through here, lads.
This is not the one. Jeez.
Oh, good call there from Finn, although Chich has gone very wide, and there goes the spot to Finn Kelly. So Finn's up in the 5th place. Oh, there's contact between Wingman and KD. They've both lost front wings, front wing end plates, I should say.
Yeah, that's big. And look at that. Kvyat Panzer's got a 3.6 second lead.
Yep, so this is what happens when these two are tangling as Crackerjack, and now it's all happening here. And Wingman's race is just going very horribly wrong now.
Yeah, there's a lot of darting going on, and I think what's happened there is Cracker's been put into a spot where he's going to have an accident no matter where he went, and he's tried to pick the best option, and it's still ended up poorly.
Look at this battle here. Kvyat's Panzer is just having enjoying the life up the front here at the moment. These guys are battling away pretty much for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. KD's dropped back to 7th spot here. No surprise with the wing damage. It's now Finn Kelly into 2nd. Chich is into 3rd. Cracker's still pretty much where he was in P4, but he's under attack from the Red Bull of Kerwin. He might take advantage of this if you get a little bit of slipstream from the car in front. He might have 4 spots sewn up here, and he just manages to slow it down right a lot of the curb, but does get ahead into 4th spot here. So a lot of stuff happening. I think Cracker may have had a little bit of a moment there, and he's lost a lot of ground there to curving Texas.
Yeah, so
Bothod's
there he is.
taking advantage. Actually, Cracker, what's happened to Cracker here?
I think Cracker's got, yeah, he has wing damage from that incident at the start, so he's, yeah, struggling through here.
So there's a few guys pit there. Bothod's in the lane. I don't know whether he's got wing damage, but no surprise. Wingman race is going absolutely hot, fantastic now with a 5-second time penalty on to add on to insult. Insult or injury, I should say. Nice language from me. It looks like there's plenty of front wings being chased in the pit lane already.
Yep, so Bodhod's getting a wing as his wingman, as his KD, as his yep, so they're all getting wings. And they've all gone to the mediums. Wingman goes hards. So Wingman thinks he can get to the end. I think he'll struggle to get to the end from here on hards.
You never know. You never know, but this might be the only chance he has to maybe gather back something from this race here. But we go back, Kvyat's Panzer. You're thinking he's pretty much dominating yellow team, where he's doing this race at the moment. 5.5 seconds, 5.6 seconds clear of Finn Kelly. As Wingman gets a 3-second time penalty. Chich is just closing in behind us for second spot here. Probably add in curving Texas as well. So this battle for second may heat up very quickly as Smeggy goes up the inside here of Brano. I think he can get 6th spot.
Looks like we have a little bit of respite at the moment, but this pack actually is pretty close, so I assume there'll be some moves very soon.
Few on-track battles we'll probably keep an eye on with, obviously, this a battle for second. Close battles as well for was 7th, 8th, 9th, and even 10th as well, I think. Right down to false equation. As the bit of a switch there at the Ferraris, even though technically I'm lagging badly here. Apologies if I'm lagging on the stream a little bit, but that's brilliant.
That'll be it. That'll be the one. So I'll quickly shoot out a little invite.
Yep.
As they are fighting the two Ferraris, you can see behind my invites. As we'll do our best to commentate it. I can't tell you which one's which because obviously they are Ferraris, but it looks like one of them has made the move stick.
I think Banana may have got ahead of Cutsy there, so...
Yes, but they are side by side currently, Cutsy with the DRS, and he'll get that job done very easily. False is right on the back, snapping at the heels of Banana as well. Bodhod and Alcatraz switching positions.
Just give me a second, I've got to take this.
So lap 7 of what has been an entertaining Vietnam Grand Prix. Kvyat's Panzer is extending his lead with 6.3 seconds from Finn, so this is turning into a bit of a row at the moment. And Chich, hanging with Kelly, was pressuring, but I think he's content following for the moment. Curving a little bit further back, and he'll want to try and latch onto Chich. That's all he should be focused on today. Stone Tail doing well in 5th on the mediums. That's actually a big note we should all be watching because he could bring himself well into this race depending on how the strategies go, as BK gets a 5-second time penalty. And look at that, it's a great camera angle, and BK's retired. I think that's in the box. Oh, and Wingman, we've caught the end of that too. Wingman's dropped it in the out of the first turn. So his race has gone from fantastic to horrible to diabolical. And BK thrown in the towel, unfortunately. We'll go back here. Looks like Chich is getting a bit closer. And might even just go with a quiet onboard ride next lap. And can have a watch and see what Chich does. See if he can get past Kelly. Well, we were going to go on the silent lap, but we'll have to scratch the end of the end of that because the two lead, well, second and well, actually everyone at the front is boxed, as you can see. So Panzer's in first. He's going mediums. He'll be very, very hard pressed to make that to the end. See what Finn goes for. It is a set of mediums too. And Smeg and Stone Tower will go through. I think Stone Tower will take the lead. Where does Kvyat's Panzer come out? Will he get past Smeg? Oh, it's going to be very tight. And Smeg's going to hold on. Actually, it's not over. Look at that, a wonderful shot here. So after the pit stops, Cutsy will come fourth, Breno fifth, False, and yeah, geez, Chich, Curving and that have fallen. Gee, actually there's a big gap between Finn and Chich. So something's happened as Finn makes a big move and he's clouted the back of Breno. Has he got any damage? Try look from the back of Breno. Can't see. Doesn't look like he's got any damage. But the gap between Chich and Finn is unbelievable. So something's happened in the box that has caused Chich, Curving and Bodhod to lose. Well, not Bodhod, sorry, but Curving and Chich to lose a bunch of time to Finn. Because Finn's made a gain on even Kvyat's Panzer, so Finn's had an excellent stop. As KD boxes again, so his race has gone disastrous once again. See a big little battle pack, and looks like Finn will make easy work of Cutsy as well into P4. So Finn is closing in on Kvyat's Panzer.
Righto, I am back. Apologies about that. Well, we've got that all sorted.
Yep.
And I can actually see Cutsy's name for a change since I've rejoined the lobby. So that's lovely stuff. What have I missed? Oh, there's a change for the lead on here.
A lot of boxing going on, and the big winner was Finn Kelly. Somewhere in there, Chich and Curving have lost a lot of time to Finn, but Finn's also gained a bunch on Kvyat's Panzer, so it's all happening.
I've just seen this battle here with speaking of Chich, he's battling away with Breno. Get up into 7th spot here. Oh no, there's contact. No, sorry, that's lag. My bad.
There is
excited there.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out of position at the moment, so a lot of overtaking. Oh, Chich clips the wall. I hope there's no wing damage. Let's go back to his nearest rival, the Texan, who's now right in the back of him, so Curving's made up his error.
Should be an easy, easy switch with both Mercedes and Chich. Gets up the inside, a little bit of a lock break, but easy done. They're up in a 5th spot.
Yeah, and False, I don't think we'll be making it as easy for Curving. This could give Chich a little bit of breathing space.
See Finn here getting by Smeg, who's still sticking out on the soft tyres, 10-lap old softs. So he's done a pretty good job, Smeg. So probably going as long as he can and getting on to fresh mediums, as Curving does get by False equation there.
Yeah, and I keep thinking people are cutting that corner, but it appears that you can run that cut and it's absolutely no difference.
Yeah, I think it's okay as Bodhod gets by Banana Cake Pie at a very weird spot, I gotta say, just out the roundabout there, and I think Banana's actually got the DRS here, so he may actually get this move back here. He thinks better of it here. I think he has not pitted yet, so 10-lap old mediums compared to 5-lap old mediums for Bodhod, so.
And yeah, Stone Tower doing an excellent job. He hasn't boxed yet, of course, but I mean, any safety car comes and as he boxes right now. So yeah, he's definitely two-stopping. I mean, there's no two ways about that if he boxes on anything other than the hards.
There's Smeg's also into the pit lane as well on those 10-lap old softs, so we're probably glad to get off those. I think he can possibly go to the end on the mediums.
Okay, so Stone Tower's going softs. Interesting. And Smeg goes mediums. Very interesting. So yeah, the big winners were definitely Kvyat's Panzer and Finn Kelly, who have gapped Chich and Texas since the stops. And Texas is definitely within DRS now. Or not, apparently. Nope, there it is. Flicks it open. And he's going to make the move. And he makes it easily. He does. Curving. I think these two realise they probably need to tow each other if they want to get anywhere near the lead again, so they're not going to fight.
Yep.
A big note or nod to Bodhod, who's boxed for a wing change and he's still back up in 5th and behind these guys. So he's done very well. Yeah, I really don't think those mediums are going to make it to the end, as we've got a Ferrari in the wall, I think.
No, I think it's Banana.
It's an Alpha. It's Breno. Going very slow in 4th gear. I think he's just waiting to get out of the way. Yep. There's Banana boxes. And False does too. And KD retires. Is that in the box? I think it is. Yes, it is.
Yep.
And False will come out. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Oh, lovely.
And Roscoe's having a shocker. Might have to beam it into the Discord for Roscoe, which I will do right now. So Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Should be able to see that one if you need.
Okay, we'll go to plan B. Hang on.
Plan B.
There we go.
And Bodhod's actually, forget about being near that battle, he's right on the back of that battle now. DRS detection will be around next lap, so he's done very well considering his race, and there is a Haas on the track. I think that's KD's cars coming out of the pits. Hopefully that doesn't cause an accident, because that's a horrible, this is going to be a horrible circuit for it. So we tick over the halfway mark. And some of these guys on 5 to 8 lap old mediums, I cannot believe that they're going to make that to the end.
It's going to be definitely a tough ask, that is for sure. Which might be closing, excuse me, a little bit here on curving. Very close there on that roundabout section there. Easily have DRS as well. Bodhod's not too far behind this battle either, so...
No. And I think they will just, yeah, not fight that one.
Should be easy. That one is... It's a done. It's the hairpin there. It will start to pull away a little bit more away from curving. So Bodhod's not too far behind. The goal, fair gap to catch up to Finn Kelly, who's in second behind Kvyat Panzer, who's having a fantastic race in his debut in the Diamond tier. 3.5 seconds clear.
As Bodhod boxes. So
there's confirmation that he couldn't get to the end of this race on those mediums, so I'm going to assume he's going to go on another set of mediums, I would think. There's then another front wing change, so been quite a few front wings being replaced.
he'll come out into some nice fresh air as well, so that'll work out well for him.
Stone Tower may have got past Meg there for 6th place. St. Joseph, Alcatraz and Banana at 11th and 12th.
Finn is pulling in Kvyat's Panzer a little bit. It has gotten down to 3.3. Definitely appears like Finn is the strongest of the 4 leaders on the mediums.
Top 2, of course, are the fresher, the little more fresher tyres as well. And slow but surely trying to close that gap down as he can with the 12 or 13 laps to go. think Bothold on those fresh mediums has made a move for P8 on false equation. He'll be gaining a few places, I think, later in this race. Still sticking close behind as we have a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's probably just a glitch by the looks of things. Lovely stuff, Codemasters.
As Kvyat Panda gets a 3-second time penalty. So we may have to have a little look at the penalties.
Yes.
I think Finn does have one though as well. Swingman gets lapped.
Yep, so the pole sitter is having an absolutely horrible day. Started out okay, but now it's just gone literally horribly wrong for Wingman and his return. And that's probably just for Wingman, those yellow flags, but everyone looks pretty much settled down by the looks of things.
Yep, the only real battle at the moment is 4P4 between, or P3 sorry, between Chich and Texas. And I don't think they're going to get anywhere near second or first. They haven't been catching.
They really needed a safety car maybe to catch back up to that group. That's just Wingman just getting out of those guys' road there. This should put Chich on track for the championship lead, if he stays where he is in P3. Curving may, I think, move up in the points as well. That's very wide there. It's a turn 1 there for Chich. He just manages to hang on for the moment. I'll bring Curving a little bit closer here. He's close enough here for the DRS. Curving, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, no, he has got it. I think he's just a bit too far back. Swapped around for P5. Don't Tell's now got himself up into 5th place ahead of Gutsy. I assume those two may have to pit again. Meg picks himself up a 3-second time penalty.
Have a quick look at some time penalties whilst the race is a little bit quiet. As we know, Kvyat Panzer has a penalty somewhere in there. It says 2 invalid lap times. There's a penalty in there. And Finn's got absolutely no warning, so Finn is laughing if he gets within the 3. No warnings for Chich either. 1 warning for Texas, so everyone's clean other than Kvyat Panzer. Stone Tail also clean. And so is Cutsy, so it looks like everyone's being very well behaved. And curving's a lot closer this time.
Quite close enough for a move. gonna maybe go for it, maybe. Thinks about it, but decides better of it. As the race leader picks.
There you go.
Okay,
So,
interesting.
that confirms at least a part of suspicion that I had that the mediums are going to struggle to make it. And
he's going to get a front wing change as well.
so maybe there's more to that story. That could be the reason for the box.
So softs for Kvyat's Panzer. Cutsy is also into the lane as well, no surprise. I'm assuming he's going to chuck on another set of soft compounded tyres, but where does Kvyat's Panzer pop himself here? Should be just behind Tau, I would think.
He's got him.
No, just in front, actually.
Yeah, so it's worked out well. He's going to have lots of clean air. He's 20 seconds behind the lead. The wing part has... The wing change has killed the... I don't think he'll have a chance to win anymore, but he might be able to get second. So Finn... I think Finn could cruise around now and save tyres.
He possibly will go for maybe the fastest up the race. There might be a change here for second spot here. That is now second spot. These guys are now on the podium, but now Kirby puts himself back into second spot ahead of Chich. These guys keep swapping their bits. Keep swapping places, I should say. There's a fair gap to catch up to Finn. And nearly 8.9 seconds clear at the front.
Yeah, so Finn...
He comes into the
yeah,
lane.
there you go. So I was about to say, Finn might even box, and so does Curving. Yep, so none of them were even close to considering... So they've all blinked. So the fact none of them have even tried to gamble the long run means that none of them have thought they would even get close.
That is very surprising. I thought at least maybe one, maybe two may take a gamble here and just stay out as long as they could on the mediums, but no one's game to take that risk. So everybody's now on the softs.
Yeah, Kvyat's Panzer's lead will disappear. See where Finn's going to come right out beside him.
Oh, it's close. I think he just has enough.
Yeah. Finn probably backs out, realising he has got the penalty. He's going to have DRS now anyway, so buy your time.
Doesn't really need to do anything silly. He's got one lap fresher tyres compared to Kvyat's Panzer.
Yes, Curving gets Bodhod into the roundabout. And I think Chich will probably get in pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, so it'd be pretty simple there as Finn, I think, has got the lead of the race.
He has.
Got it at the hairpin. So Finn doesn't, well, he can afford to give up the race lead if he wants to, but he can't afford to give up 3 seconds at the moment because pretty clean on the penalties wise compared to Kvyat's Panzer.
See, there's two battle packs really. It's Stone Towel in third, boxes for I assume will be another set of softs. You got the Smeg Curving Chich Bodhod battle pack. And you've got Cutsy by himself with Towel. But further back you got the Banana Rock, Alcatraz and Cracker pack. So it's a race of 3 groups.
Yep. Smeg will try and stay out on the mediums, obviously, but he's got pretty quick soft tyre runners behind him, and I don't think he's going to really put up much of a fight there. Let's both of those go over Curving and Chich through, so puts Curving back up on the podium. but for how long? Not really close enough there for a move. Still pretty tight there up the top there between Finn and Fiat Panda as well. So I think that'll have to keep an eye on. We start lap 23 here. It's pretty close at the front. As Finn nearly had a 1 second gap, but of course the DRS will help for Kvyat's Panzer to keep in touch with him.
Yeah, I think Finn's got the outright pace in this battle as Wingman goes fast lap at 36.5. So yeah, it's a shame he had the pace.
Gets that DRS does Kvyat's Panzer, but again, probably not the ideal spot to go for the move. Probably be waiting for that second long straight there, where I can pass that Haas car. Close enough for a move. He's getting closer and closer, but Finn, I think, is covering a little bit here. Not quite close enough there for Kvyat's Panzer, so we'll have to bide his time a little bit. Through the F section through here.
Yeah,
for third and fourth. Still pretty close between these two.
Yeah, they've been joined at the hip. I think, well, what, 1.5 seconds or less for probably the whole race.
Yeah, at least under half a second, I think, between these two. Battle for fifth could be on here as well. Just seeing on the timings that Blothod's getting closer, I think, to Smeg.
Yep.
3-lap pressure mediums compared to Smeg. Man, Wingman's just watching on. I think it'll be really close enough for a move. Does have the DRS, I think, does Blodhod, but he'll be waiting for that long straight there. That's a great shot, isn't it?
Really
The roundabout section.
I think that's easily the best shot in the entire game.
Yep, quite easily. But here we go. Renault driver. Trying to keep good consistent points going for Renault. Excuse me, in the team's championship. And I think he's got that move done at the hairpin. Smink doesn't put up much of a fight. I think he might do actually. He might actually have got that move done.
Yeah. So it's spread out a bit now. We've got 3 battles for what, first, third, and fifth. Let's go back to the lead. As that looks like it's getting closer and closer. Yellow in sector 2. That'll be Banana, Flick Spin, and the wings gone.
There.
So he's had a excuse me, he's had a nice, make the memes, guys. Go on, go ahead. He's had a shocker. He had a great qualifying, but he's had a shocker since. Back to the lead. So Pans is closer here, but
really close.
Yeah. I think Finn's probably better off just not even fighting this. He's got the pens in his favour as well. Oh,
Try for a move.
gone a bit wrong there. Bit of contact. Panzer does the right thing though. Corrects him up. Looks like Chich and Texas have swapped spots again.
Yep.
And looks like Bodhod's comfortably pulled away from Smeg now. Another small battle, False and Cracker. Cracker on the older medium surely can't fight False and doesn't fight False.
Just started to open up that gap at the front there a little bit. DRS is just keeping Kvyat Panzer just in the toe there a little bit, but he really needs to get past Finn as quick as he can and build up over a 3-second gap just to have any chance of winning this race.
Yeah, I still don't think Finn has any warning, so I'd say any chance of him pressuring him into a penalty is gone too.
Yeah.
This will probably be his best chance. He's the closest he's been.
Second time
Oh,
around.
I've done the same thing again. Kisses the back of him. And he's lost traction, and I'd say that battle's done now.
Over 1 second.
Swingman's the one, moving out of the way. Have a look to probably the more intriguing battle that affects the championship. Looks like Chich is pushing now. Looks like he's found another gear. Curving, struggling to keep up. See if he can get DRS into the next section.
These two have been nearly stuck together this whole race.
Yeah, very interesting though, just never really seem to have the leader pace, ever so slightly away.
They've got quite a comfortable gap. Anyway, back to Bodhod, who's comfortably in 5th. And Chich hangs on for the moment in P3. Now 1.5 seconds clear, so there's something absolutely catastrophic happens. Finn's probably got this one in the bag. There's
Ooh.
yellows in sector 3.
I think it's Jay Schick. Yeah, no
Oh,
wing.
he's no wing by the look of it. Yep, definitely, absolutely no wing.
So it looks like the race win is pretty well locked up unless Finn makes a big error. So
Yep.
we may choose to focus on, and even actually the battle for third looks like it's pulled out. So unfortunately, it looks like we won't have any interesting battles to the end.
As Jace comes into the pits, there was a battle brewing there for 7th and 8th maybe, but I don't know, Stonetail may have got this one. Wingman having an absolute horrible race, gets another 5-second time penalty, but got that gap to break the DRS as Finn. Yellow's sector 1. They're going to assume that's just the lap car getting out of the road. come through the S section here. As Kvyat's Panzer gets another 3-second time penalty, so that's pretty much settled it, I would think. Yellow sector 1, that's Wingman just retiring. I don't think there'll be any dramas there because there'll be no safety car, but Finn on his return to the Diamond tier will take the win here at Vietnam. Kvyat's Panzer, what a great job in the end to come home in, I think, second spot. And I think the battle for third has gone the way of Chich ahead of Curving Texas. I think Chich will be the championship leader now.
Yep.
If my memory serves correct. Bodhod comes home in very comfortable P5 there. In the end, over the Jim Smeg and P6. Yes, it is. No, take that back. Stone Tower in 6th, ahead of Smeg in 7th. Cutsy in 8th. In the Ferrari, even though his points will count for Red Bull, as Alcatraz, nice job to get inside the top 10 in P9. As False Equation. You can see how this battle comes to the top 10, as he'll get 10th place because Cracker had a 5-second time penalty, so Cracker will finish 11th. And we just wait on the Rock, who will come home in 12th place. And lucky that last but not least, as Banana Cake Pie will be the last one to cross the line. Finish off this Vietnam Grand Prix.
And I don't know about you, but driver of the day for me actually, between, well, Cutsy's gets given it by the game, but between Kvyat's Panzer and even Stone Tower, underrated performance from definitely outside the top 10 into 6th on a very different strategy. But yeah, Kvyat's Panzer probably gets the nod for his first diamond race.
Very nice job all round by him, but it is Finn on his return, like we said, to the Diamond tier, who gets the win for the Haas crew. See all the podium celebrations there, but one final time. Banana, you want to take us through the results?
Yeah, so Finn will take the victory, and I believe the fastest lap went to Wingman. So Kvyat's Panzer will finish 2nd, Chich 3rd, Curving 4th, Bodhod in a strong 5th place. As we said, Stone Tower from 12th into 6th, Smeg from 8th and 7th, Cutsy actually from 18th to 8th, so Cutsy had a great race too. Alcatraz did well, as did False, to get into the top 10. Cracker went backwards, unfortunately. Rock went up a fair bit, as did Jay Shish. And Banana had a shocker with that wing at the end. And our non-finishers were Wingman, Breno, KD and BK, although I think Wingman was classified in the end. Well, while we get some people in to talk, we will be back very, very shortly.
You know you're better than this. Been working, you've been hiding, and you look half dead half the time. Wanna drain you like machines do. Used to guard you, just keep it on. So you've been working, you've been hiding, and you look half dead half the time. Wanna drain you like machines do. Used to guard you, just keep it on. Come make a star, got your heart in a headlock. No, I don't believe any of it. Just some too late to stop with your heart in a headlock. You know you're better than this. Make a star, got your heart in a headlock. I don't believe any of it. Just some too late to stop with your heart in a headlock. You know you're better than this. You know you're better than this. Come make a star, got your heart in a headlock. No, I don't believe any of it. Just too late to stop with your heart in a headlock. You know you're better than this. Make a star, got your heart in a headlock. I don't believe any of it. Just too late to stop with your heart in a headlock. You know you're better than Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. Used to think I was nothing. Look at
Welcome back, everyone. Unfortunately, we don't have second place, but we have first, third, and fourth, so it'll be better than nothing. New winner this week in Finn Kelly, first race back in Diamond. Wasn't easy by any means, but in the end, it looked a little bit more comfortable than it was. Run us through your race.
So it all really started with qualifying, I guess. Coming out on track for my second run, and I spun the car and then got tagged by, I think it was one of the Williams drivers. And from that, had a 5-place grid penalty, so that kind of set the mood for the race. And it was kind of wherever on my final run on what I could do there. I managed to get, I think it was provisionally P3 and then dropped down to P4, and then started the race from P8, I think it was, or P9. And yeah, it was kind of just like everything started from there, and that first lap was, I really enjoyed it. Side by side with drivers here, there, it was definitely, I can say, a lot more fun than a Masters race where I'd be at the back just trying to figure out where my braking zones were. But yeah, around here, guys are really competitive, and yeah, just I reckon probably the highlight of my race was was having that battle with Big Chich. I really liked that. It was it's kind of all over the place in the last sector there, and it was just awesome. I mean, that sort of racing you don't really need to see nowadays unless you're so confident. I think both of us had a lot of respect to one another, and it was definitely from the Red Bull behind watching us. He was squealing and screaming left and right, going, "Oh no, are they going to crash? Is there going to be something huge here?" But yeah, it was just after that pushing, getting the overcut on the car behind me, who was provisionally in the lead, the McLaren, and then getting the overcut on him and having a little battle, and then he kind of forgot how to brake a little bit into the hairpin and had a little half spin and really overheating rear tyres and just kind of took the car home and managed to bring it from P9 and P8 to first, so it was really good.
Yeah. Moving on to third, which I believe was McLaren. Nice. Mercedes driver of Chich. You're there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yep. I mean, you and Curving were practically attached to the hip, but a pretty dead race for you two other than the start. You just guys sort of swapped spots and then it just sort of puffed out.
Yeah, so start with Collie. I ideally wanted to start on the mediums and have a good enough time to maybe sit in, I don't know, P6 maybe, something like that, at least, but it wasn't the case. I think I was sitting like 10th or 11th, and it just wasn't enough for me. And then I swapped into the mediums and put in a good lap. But then like all that chaos, with Wingman and KOD at the front, was a bit of a handful. But like once I pitted in, same time as Finn, I got stuck in a bit of traffic. There was probably 4 or 5 cars, and he was lucky to pass them all on the straight, and basically had 3 or 4 seconds on me straight away, and then it was pretty hard to get it back really. But I was happy with the battle I had with Curving as always, like almost every race. For it was probably basically the whole race really. But we I showed a lot of respect on the track with all the drivers really, but in particular Texas and Finn. We've had a few battles from last year as well, so like I know kind of how they race now, and I know that they race as fair as possible and give the space when needed and whatnot. But overall, I'll take the third, especially after the last few weeks. Crashing out in Abu Dhabi and not scoring any points and letting Tim Man, catch up a little bit. And I'm glad I at least got some solid points for next week, really.
Yep, and you will for sure be in the lead. I'm not too sure by how much, but you'll definitely be in the lead at the championship. And we'll go to the last driver here, Texas. Remind me what car you're in again?
Red Bull.
Thank you.
Sorry, I asked myself that a few times.
Yep. So you'll still be P3 in the championship, but you'll be a hell of a lot closer to the lead than you were before. Again, I guess quite a similar story to Chich. Anything to add for your race?
Look, to be honest, not in particularly.
Yeah.
It was just, obviously, I didn't really get too much practice in before. I really didn't feel that good. My setup performs so much better in actual, like, on a race weekend rather than in time trial. So I just wasn't performing in time trial. I didn't feel good. Got into the thing and then didn't really get too many clean laps. Like my first 2 laps in qualifying went great. Last one was alright, got me up a fair bit, and then started P7 after Finn's penalty. But off the start it was kind of decent start. I jumped Bod Hod there, but obviously Cracker got me in. Kind of just didn't want to, ruin my own race or end my race there by trying to fight that battle. Even though obviously found out I had more pace than that. But obviously me and Chich pretty much battled that whole time. It was just kind of you know, obviously not fight. We didn't want to lose out too much together when we didn't need to. It was always going to come down to the last few laps or so anyway. But yeah, I ruined it on the second last lap. I ran wide at the hairpin at the end of the straight and just put myself out of it. And then I kept myself in lean for I don't really know what reason, but I just put myself in lean coming out of the corner and forgot to change it before the end of the lap. And yeah, so but I'll take fourth. Like, honestly, that's a fairly good result coming into this, considering what I expected. So obviously we move on now, and being closer to where the championship lead is after Tim Ant didn't show up, and then I believe he is missing next round as well. So it's just a matter of consistency, and obviously coming off the back of 2 wins prior to this, I just got to get some good points and just keep it going.
Yep, as your favourite driver loves to say, still we rise. So
Mate, I'm all about
It's
that.
just, yeah.
yeah, you love a bit of Lewis Hamilton, don't you?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, next week will be Austria, so a bit more comfortable for everyone. Lots of overtaking, lots of slipstream. I expect a great
Isn't it
race
China?
there.
It's China, I
It
think.
could be China.
China.
You
Look,
got me excited.
no, it is. Yeah, look, I mixed up my flags there. I'm not going to lie. Yep, it's round 7. You're correct. It is China, and then it will be Austria, and then it will be Monaco, which
Yes.
Monaco is going to be off its head for Diamond. I expect that to be
Oh, yes.
very,
Monaco
very
was a
good.
Crazy race last year in Diamond.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in next week for that, and tomorrow will be Masters in Vietnam, which I'm personally not looking forward to.
Neither am I.
Yeah, my pace has vanished, and I expect it to be even worse at
And I've done
Track.
0 laps around Vietnam, so
Correct.
if I can just survive the track, then we're all good.
I'll allow Roscoe to close us out as always. Thank you all the drivers for joining. You're free to go.
No worries, thank you.
And
Thanks, guys.
I'll see you guys next week.
Will do. Hopefully.
Yeah, thank you guys. As always, make sure to subscribe to the Dynamic Nights Esports channel. There's plenty of streams going on. Obviously, the Master Tier is on tomorrow night. Hopefully, I survive, as well as my internet. Then you got the US is on the Saturday morning for us, but it'll be Friday night for them. The PC League, I think, is on the Sunday. I've no idea
Yes.
where. I think it's China.
It'll be
where the hell is it? I don't even
just
know.
done China. It'll be
The
Dutch Grand Prix.
GP, I
Yeah,
think
that'll be
is.
it. Yep.
So that one, and then we pretty much start the China week for all the other tiers, with the blue tier on Monday and the yellow tier on the Wednesday. And also, if you give us a follow on the Twitch channel as well, we do the odd streams there as well. But yeah, till next week, we'll